Hi lovelies! So it is time for another brand review! Ta-da! I actually haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm really excited. And I'm especially excited because of the brand that this is. I know I promised that I would do this in my video where I modelled for them, like weeks and weeks ago. But now I've actually got all of my stuff together. I had to go and get some stuff out of the loft to do this video, but I'm going to show you what I've got. Bear in mind I did own some other things that I've since got rid of, but I will tell you why later on, so keep watching the video. We're also going to be discussing the key points of a brand. I've got the good bits, the bad bits, what the stuff really looks like, wearability and sizing, the price, is it worth the money, and shipping. All of these things are going to be, oh, this really dirty dog missing. Hello. If you want to jump ahead to one of them, the time codes are all going to be down in the description. First of all, I'm just going to give you a brief glimpse into the clothing, the clothes, the pieces that I own from Collectif. I'm going to try and do this in date order, so bear with me. Some of you actual, proper Collectif aficionados might note that I have things in a slightly wrong order, but I'm trying, okay? Why is Collectif such a special brand to me? And that is because my very, very first relationship ended. The first time I was ever dumped. It was bad. To be honest, I've only dated one other person and I then married her. So it's not like my dating history is that bad. But anyway, it was awful. It was really soul destroying. And I had genuinely, I think, believed before that point that no one would ever love me. Look at me, I'm fabulous. But inside, riddled with illness, and also the death thing, she wasn't a great fan of. It didn't work. It didn't work is the point. I got dumped, my heart got broken. It was only a few weeks before Christmas. And I cried solidly throughout Christmas. And my parents, I was at home with my parents back from university, and my parents thought, this is ridiculous. We can't live with this child. No, we're all going to London. So we just went to London for the week and stayed near my cousins and saw them and their kids, and it just perked me up and I was like, yes, I might not have romantic love, but I have family love. And during one of these beautiful cheer Jessica up days, my father was walking down the street and saw a Collectif shop and took me back the next day and said, you know what, you can have 3 items, whatever 3 items you want from this shop. And my parents are not big on spending money on anything ever, so I was like completely taken aback. This was just one of the nicest things that my father has ever done. In a large realm of nice things, actually. My father's a really lovely man. He doesn't get enough credit. He's a really lovely man. But this was just an especially lovely thing, and it really touched me. And I loved that. I loved Collectif after that because it had perked me up, and I just always remember the feeling of entering the shop and feeling like everything fit me. Everything worked for me as a person. I wasn't weird. I wasn't trying to find the vintagey-ish item in a regular mainstream shop. Instead, I could enter a shop and find pretty much everything was to my taste. And of those 3 things, I only have 1 left. So I'm just going to take you through all the items I have bought since then. The first one, the only thing of those 3 things left. Oh, can you even see it? So it's this beautiful, beautiful dress that I have on a number of occasions actually been mistaken for a bride whilst wearing. Not always a bad thing. People buy you free drinks, I have learnt, if you go into a pub dressed as a bride. But I think it's a beautiful summer garden party dress, actually. It's a fabulous cream. The netting is delightful. And although actually I love the netting, but I do find I struggle with bras. If you've seen my underwear review, you will know I have kind of excessively large boobs for the size of my chest. It's like a 30 or a 28 inches around, and a double D or E. I struggle with strapless bras. But back to the dress. It has absolutely gorgeous little rose designs around the neckline and a sweetheart neckline, which is just absolutely one of my faves. And all the way around the bottom, oh, we have these occasional little flowers too. Although it's now so old that the netting has all stretched at the front, so weirdly now the net hangs way lower at the front than it should. But I love it. I continue to wear it. Next up, another white dress. This one in more of an A-line design here. It's, I'd say, more of a 40s look. We've got beautiful swoop at the front, and look at this beautiful detailing. It's really, really gorgeous, this. It's very nice, very comfortable wear. Another big puffy dress. Da-da! This I absolutely love. I saw it on a model in the shop front window, but it was in the paler colours that they do it sometimes for summer, and I desperately wanted it, and by the time I got there they had completely run out of my size. I was so distressed, but they brought it back for autumn in these more autumnal colours, as you can see here. So again, this was many years ago. I love it. Look at the swooshy skirt here. Look at this. One thing I really, really value about Collectif is that within the skirt, look at this, okay? We've got the netting layer. We've got the, we've got the coloured fabric layer. Then we've got, petticoat layer. And then lining layer. Like, fabulous, you know? Many other vintage and retro shops, you're really only getting the outer dress, and then you have to buy a petticoat to go with it, and it just doesn't give the same effect. Whereas with Collectif, always, with their big dresses and big skirts, it's going to have an inbuilt petticoat, and yes, I do stick petticoats underneath that even, because I like a puff, okay? I like a big puff. But I just genuinely, like, you get more for your money, although it does cost more, you are getting more for your money. One slight downside is it doesn't actually properly do up over scoliosis. So I can't do it up by myself. And I have to twist it to the front to do it up, and then twist it around my body weirdly, and then try and like dislocate my arm to get it back in, and get the other one back in. And then I'm actually in the dress, but that's semi-standard. This very sexy little velvet number was Claudia's very first Christmas gift to me. So I love it. I don't know why I'm wrapping it around my face, but I love it. It's a bit sexier than the clothes I normally wear. It's a pencil skirt on the bottom, and boy does it cling. It's delightful, this dress, delightful. Again, we have that beautiful crossover at the front that we saw earlier with the cream dress, and the same lovely embroidery. Let's see if you can see it. It's also low at the back. This dress, it makes me feel the bomb. It does. I feel so damn good when I'm wearing it. The Jessica cardigan. Yes. Good name for a cardigan. This was my first Christmas present from my sister-in-law, who is delightful. It's really gorgeous. It's more of a spring look, I would say. Again, I really love that Collectif go all out when it comes to embroidery. All these little details, they really make a difference. The classic. This is a 1940s style. We've got the beautiful little cap sleeves here. I just love that they go down, properly down, you know? It's not just the cap on top. Oh no, we have true folds of fabric, and look at this stitching. Look at that. How nicely is that done? Beautiful. This is one of Claudia's absolute favourite dresses on me. She really likes it. And of course I really like anything that she really likes on me, so I really like it. Polka dots, not one of the things that I am especially fond of, but I really like the tone in this one. I'm not a fan of the black and white, anything too harsh. These dots, I'm going to show you again, are not bright white. They are a kind of off-white leaning towards green. So they blend in, it isn't too harsh on the eye. Cardigan, this is my go-to cardigan. I love it, I wear it all the time. It is a cropped cardigan, of course, because everything's based around your waist. It's also got 3 quarter-length sleeves, which is brilliant because I actually push all of my sleeves there. I hate wearing sleeves on my lower arms because when my hands were paralysed, I had to wear wristbands. And I just got so used to not having clothes on my lower arms, and now I just can't do it. So I love this little cardigan. It looks really beautiful on. It's really attractive, but I do wish that it came in a paler colour. The honeymoon dress. So cool because I wore it on honeymoon. Yes. It's really, really lovely, really light. The back, I think, is a lovely cut, just straight across, but still giving the delightful little sweetheart neckline at the front. The buttons, I think, are a bit too big. I'm not a massive fan of them, but I think it wouldn't look the same without them, so I haven't taken them off. You can see, just to give you some idea, the sleeves on the dress are sort of set at an angle, just to sit on the very top of your shoulders. I prefer to wear them like this because I think it's very pretty. I really like showing off my shoulders for one thing, although I should say that the elastic is a bit strong, so it does tend to leave marks when I take my clothes off at the end of the day. The Christmas cardigan! Oh! Oh! It's so cozy, but it's not wool, so I'm not allergic to it. It has a delightful reindeer on it. How could you not love that? Look at him. Look at him. It's like the most stylish Christmas jumper you've ever seen. Oh, of course it is cropped and has little short sleeves. It just makes you look divine. The summer top. Ooh. Again, we've got the little elasticy sleeves here. It's pretty much the same pattern, same style as the checked dress that I showed you earlier, but this one's at the top. It has a great little, where is it? The zip is in the side. It's really good. If you're like me and you've got scoliosis, a zip down the back is not going to be your friend. Zips are straight, your back is not. This pattern fabric is a little out there for me, I would say, but perfect for a summer holiday. The skirt of dreams. I love this skirt. I wore it at the photo shoot, which again, dream come true. I'm not even kidding. Ever since I first discovered Collectif, it has been my dream to model for them, and then it happened. It was so good. I got paid to wear my favourite clothes. It's funny how life works out, isn't it? Moving back to the skirt. Oh, this skirt gets me compliments everywhere I go. It's massive. So yes, beyond circle skirt. The fabric is really good. It just feels so luxe. It's got this beautiful stripe in velvet, as you can see. It's just incredibly flattering. Incredibly flattering, this. And of course, this top. Oop, 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 oop. Just pull that down there nicely. There we go, here we go. Cute, cute, cute. The collar here is completely detachable. I at first wasn't sure how I felt about the collar because it's very turquoise, but it's growing on me. Very warm, it's got a lovely cable knit pattern. And I actually quite like the collar because I'm one of those people who tends to get cold around the neck. I have a very long neck, it gets cold. Look at it, look how much acreage I have to cover here. Ugh. I actually have two other tops, but they are currently in the wash. It's not just clothes though, oh no. Ah, puppy! This bag is also called Jessica. I think you'll remember this from my favourites video, but here we go. Look at these beautiful, beautiful bows. We've got the little clasp opening here. Delightful. I'll give you a little look inside. Ooh, ooh. Here we go. We've got 3 pockets, 2 open and a zip one. It's beautiful. Also, the lining is waterproof, which if you're like me and you carry a bottle of water absolutely everywhere and sometimes it leaks, vital. Another absolutely fabulous, truly excellent part of Collectif is that you don't just get Collectif, the mainline collection, and Collectif, the vintage collection, and, you know, bright and beautiful, but you also get Lulu Hun, which are their absolutely beautiful shoes. I love them. I made a video about these beauties before on the Enhance the UK channel, which you will find a link to here and down here, about how absolutely fabulous the little buckle system is. Whoop. They have dancers buckles, so you can just clip on and easily clip off. If you're like me and you've got fiddly fingers that don't work so well, it's fabulous, wonderful. I love the contrast, they feel really well made. They're great to wear actually, they're a lot more comfortable than they look. Bum, bum, bum. Pretty much the whole reason I'm making this video actually. My new shoes. They're not even come out the box yet, they're so new. Lovely little bag to keep your shoes in. I'm going to show you these and you'll kind of get that there's a theme in the shoes I like. They don't just do massive high heels, they also do slightly lower shoes. Again, we've got this beautiful contrasting design. I like them. They don't unfortunately have the clip buckle, but since they're not high heels, I think you'll probably want to take them off less, I'm gonna say. So that's okay. Lovely red insides. Ooh. Really excited to get these out and make them part of the staple of my wardrobe. Again, you can probably see them on my Instagram popping up very soon. Good points about Collectif. Ding! As I've sort of mentioned as we went along there, I love that some of their clothes come with the petticoat already fitted inside. They're a really great quality, really good designs. I find really well crafted, and I particularly like how the Collectif clothes actually look as if they are from history. I'm not a great fan of the more pin-up girl rockabilly because I think it's too graphic for me. It's just not really my taste, those more literal on-the-nose dresses with pictures of things on. I much prefer clothes that look as if they are from that era. Look as if when people look at me they're a bit like, is it real? Is it vintage? And I really like that I wear Collectif clothes and people come up to me in the street and actually say, is that a vintage piece? And I can say, no, you can get one too. Like my dear friends, Katie and Rosie. Hi guys. Mwah. Other excellent things they do, coats. Oh. Okay, it's pretty hard to show you the wonder of this coat. We'll get there. Okay. Right, well you can see the top of the coat. That's something. So this is my pearl coat. If you are a vintage lover, you will probably already be aware of the pearl coat. It comes out every year in different colours. Oh my god, I'm so sad that I missed the camel one. There will forever be a little blot in my heart. A hole where the camel-coloured pearl coat should be. I'm only semi-kidding. It's really beautiful though. I like this one. My one is the bottle green. This coat is heavy. It's really, really heavy, but it's fantastically well made. The seams along the waistline are absolutely gorgeous. They nip you in, then the cloth flows out, the beautiful bottom. I really love the little faux fur trim around the bottom, around the cuffs, around the neck. It's to die for. I also really like, right, I'll put it back on to show you. Oh. I also really like that the gorgeous collar here can lay flat like so, but then they do also have little grips. So you can do them up like this if you feel a little Jon Snowish. At one point in my life, all of my coats were from Collectif. I had 4 of them. Oh yes, including the beautiful princess coat here. Talking about coats though, that does segue me, I'm afraid, into the bad points. I had a pencil dress in a burgundy cord. Looked lovely, was really nice, comfortable to wear, but the stitching in almost all of the seams started pulling apart. So there were threads sticking out everywhere. This was only about 6 months, and how much usage can you get out of the dress in 6 months? I'm not wearing it literally every day. The MAC, all of the attachments popped off. So the little loops around the wrists and also the belt loops, they came off. They popped off. Again, that's the stitching. I do have to say though, all of those quality control issues do now seem to have been addressed. I haven't had any problems like this with anything that I bought from them in the last 3 years, I'm gonna say. Ba-ding! So, in summary, moving on to our 4 key points. Number 1, the look.
Yeah, pretty much discussed this in bad things.
Collectif clothes work for pretty much every size, and they especially work for plus size bodies. Wow. Have you seen this picture? Yeah. I love their representation in the sizes of models. That's really great. I want to see everybody up on a billboard when I'm looking at clothes. And pretty much everyone does. We just want to see our own bodies represented. So there needs to be a range in advertising, and I feel like Collectif do that, and it's great. Sizing, I'm gonna say on the small side. I'm about an 8 to 10 in most shops, but in Collectif I wear a lot of 6s. I think they're just quite generous in their sizes, really. And I also they measure around the waist, and fortunately, unlike in most shops where I have to buy things from a modern shop and then take the waist in or put a belt around it, Collectif already have small waists. So yeah, just be aware of that. One thing to be aware of. And as I always say, check the sizing charts on the specific item that you want to buy. All of these clothes that I have just shown you, and all of the clothes I've ever owned from Collectif, have been incredibly wearable. They're very soft, they're easy to swoosh around in. There aren't a lot of things that involve wool. There are some of the coats and jackets do, but they're generally quite an easy wear, not itchy for people like me. Most of their clothes walk a really thin line between looking like they're vintage and looking like they're a costume. However, I think you can take a lot of pieces from Collectif and move them into your day-to-day life, even if you don't always have a vintage look. So you could take a beautiful skirt, like my favourite skirt that I just showed you with all the chevrons, and you can wear that, and you can wear it with quite a modern top. You can wear it with or without a petticoat, and you don't need to feel like, oh God, I've got to do my hair and I've got to do my makeup in a specific vintage way in order for this to work. Number 3, price. I've kind of discussed this all the way through, but Collectif are, I find, one of the more expensive retro shops. I used to feel that wasn't necessarily entirely justified because, as I said, I had some issues to do with quality control and stitching. Now, however, probably in the last 5 years, I really think that they have earned that price. I really think it makes sense. Their stuff is incredibly good value when you think about it because it's great quality, really good design work, well put together, looks great, and it lasts. The things that I have now, they really have lasted me. But if you are on a tighter budget, good news, they generally run a 50% sale. Like all of January. It's awesome. Also, midway through the year, there's basically always a sale rail in that shop, and it is darn good. Okay, number 4, ease of shipping. Collectif have 7 shops now, she says, from memory, one of which is in Brighton, so I have the joy of actually being able to go into their shop and try stuff on and find the things that I love and go to their sale rail. Yes. If there's something that I really love and they don't have it in my size, then obviously yes, I do buy it online and get it shipped. I've had no problems with that. It's very quick in England. I think it's 1 to 5 days. In Europe, it's probably about, I think it's 2 to 5 days, takes slightly longer. The cost isn't bad, it's £5.50 in England, but they do run various kind of codes sometimes that will give you money off. Definitely sign up to their newsletter, not just because I'm in it sometimes, but also because it has codes in, which are really great. There's a really handy graph on their website which will show you all the different regions of the world and how much it will cost to have things sent to you. That's pretty good. So there we go. That is my review of Collectif. All in all, I think it's pretty great. What do you think? What's your opinion? How many different things from Collectif do you own? Is it like me? Is it over 20? Or not? Not as also good. Have you been inspired to go and get anything after watching this? I really think you should. Here are some amazing things that they are currently selling right now that I really, really want. So pretty. So again, make sure you are following me on Instagram and you will see many of the little items that I've shown you here popping up. How exciting. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Please share it with your friends. If you have someone who you think would really benefit from having a look at the Collectif website, then share this video with them and they can make their own judgments from it before they make their purchase. Hope you've enjoyed this video and I will see you very soon. Mwah.